Hi guys, I am Randy Telan from 2ABA. My topic today is software testing and quality assurance. What is software testing? Software testing is the process of establishing confidence that a program or system does what it's supposed to by Hetzel 1973. Testing is the process of executing a program or system with the intent of finding errors by Meyers 1979. Testing is any activity aimed at evaluating an attribute or capability of program or system and determining that it meets its required result by Hetzel 1983. On my own definition about software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product matches expected requirements and to ensure that software product is defect-free. It involves execution of software or system components using manual or automated tools to evaluate one or more properties of interest. Software testing is one of the very important software development piece. A software process based on well-defined software quality control and testing standards, testing methods, strategy, test criteria, and tools. Engineers perform all types of software testing activities to perform a software test process. The last quality checking point of software on its production line. Software testing is about testing a feature by applying test data to get a result and then comparing the actual result with expected result. Expected result is it's from client side and actual result is it's obtained after a test execution. Software testing is not only finding a defect in the software. It is a completely dedicated discipline of evaluating the quality of a software. Who does testing? It depends on the process and the associated stakeholders of the projects. In the IT industry, large companies have teams with responsibilities to evaluate the developed software in context of the given requirements. Moreover, developers will also conduct testing which is called unit testing. In most cases, the following professionals are involved in testing systems within their respective capacities: software tester, software developer, project lead or manager, and user. Different companies have different designation for people who test the software on the basis of their experience and knowledge, such as software tester, software quality assurance engineer, quality assurance analyst, and etc. It is not possible to test the software in any time during its cycle. The next two sections state when testing should be started and when to end during the SDLC. Why testing is important. This is the reason why software testing is important. Software testing is really required to point out the defects and errors that were made during the development phases. It's very important to ensure the quality of the product. Quality product delivered to the consumer helps in gaining their confidence. It's important to ensure that application should not result into any failures because it can be very expensive in the future or into the later stages of development. Testing is necessary in order to provide the facilities to the customer, like the delivery of high-quality product or software application, which requires lower maintenance costs and hence result into more accurate, consistent, and reliable result. Testing is required for an effective performance of software application or product. It's required to stay in this business. So that is the reason why testing is important. What are the 7 principles of software testing? 1. Testing shows presence to defects. Testing can show the defects are present, but cannot prove that there are no defects. Even after testing the application or product, truly we cannot say that the product is 100% defect-free. Two, exhaustive testing is impossible. Testing everything, including all combinations of inputs and preconditions, is not possible. So instead of doing the exhaustive testing, we can use series and priorities to focus testing efforts. 3. Early testing. In the software development life cycle, testing activities should start as early as possible and should be focused on defined objectives. 4. Defect clustering. A small number of modules contains most of the defects discovered during pre-release testing or shows the most operational failures. Pesticide paradox number 5. If the same kinds of tests are repeated again and again, eventually the same set of test cases will no longer be able to find any new bugs. To overcome this pesticide paradox, Six, testing is context dependent. Testing is basically context dependent. Different kinds of sites are tested differently. For example, safety critical software is tested different from an e-commerce site. Seven, absence of errors fallacy. If the same system builds unusable and does not fulfill the user's needs and expectation, then finding and fixing the 5 stages of fundamental software testing. Test planning and control. 2. Test analysis and design. 3. Test implementation and execution. 4. Evaluating exit criteria and reporting. And 5. Test closure activities. So this is the process of 5 phases in fundamental tests. What is quality assurance, quality control, and testing? Most people get confused when it comes to pin down the differences among quality assurance, quality control, and testing. Although they interrelated and to some extent they can be considered as same activities, but there exist distinguishing points that set them apart. What is quality assurance? Quality assurance includes activities that ensure the implementation of processes, procedures, and standards in context to verification of developed software and intended requirements, and also focuses on processes and procedures rather than conducting actual testing on the system. Quality assurance process-oriented activities and prevented activities. And also it is a subset of software test life cycle. What is quality control? Quality control includes activities that ensure the verification of developed software with respect to documented or not some cases requirements. It also focuses on actual testing by executing the software with an aim to identify bug or defect through implementation of procedures and process. It is a corrective process. Quality control can be considered as the subset of quality assurance. Testing includes activities that ensure the identification of bugs, error, or defects in a software. And it also focuses on actual testing. Testing is its prevented process. Testing is the subset of quality control. Software testing ISO standards. 1. Test documentation. 2. A guide for developing system requirements and specification. 3. A standard for software quality assurance plans. 4. Unit testing. 5. A standard for software life cycle processes and life cycle data. 6. Vocabulary of terms in software testing. 7. Software component and testing standard. What are the types of testing? Types of testing. 1 is manual testing. Manual testing includes testing of software manually. Example, without using any automated tool or any script. In this type, the tester takes over the role of an end user and tests the software to identify any unexpected behavior or bug. There are different stages for manual testing, such as unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. Testers use test plans, test cases, or test scenarios to test a software to ensure the competence of testing. Manual testing also includes exploratory testing, as a tester explores the software to identify errors in it. The other types of testing is automation testing. Automation testing, which also known as test automation, is when the tester writes scripts and uses another software to test the product. This process involves automation of a manual process. Automation testing is used to rerun the test scenarios that were performed manually, quickly, and repeatedly. Software testing tools. These tools can be used for automation testing. One is HP Quick Test Professional. Two is Selenium. 3. IBM Rational Functional Tester. 4. Silk Test. 5. Test Complete. 6. Testing Anywhere. 7. WinRunner. 8. Load Runner. 9. Visual Studio Test Professional. 10. WATIR. Testing method. There are 3 types of testing method. 1. White box testing. White box testing is a method of software testing that tests internal structures or workings of an application, as opposed to its functionality. White box testing includes unit testing and structural testing. 2 is black box testing. Black box testing is a method of software testing that examines the functionality of an application without peering into its internal structures or workings. Black box testing includes functional testing, integration testing, system testing, usability testing, compatibility testing, configuration testing, and concurrency testing. 3. Non-functional testing. Non-functional testing is the testing of a software application or system for its non-functional requirements, the way a system operates rather than specific behaviors of that system. Non-functional testing includes security testing, automation testing, performance testing, load testing, stress testing, volume testing, and recovery testing. What is testing documentation? Testing documentation involves the documents of artifacts that should be developed before or during the testing of software. Documentation for software testing helps in estimating the testing effort required, test coverage, requirement tracking or tracing, and etc. This section describes some of the commonly used document artifacts related to software testing, such as test plan, test scenario, test case, and traceability matrix. Skill required to become a good software tester. 1 is analytical skills. Good software testers should have sharp analytical skills. Analytical skills will help break up a complex software system to smaller units to gain a better understanding and created corresponding test cases. 2 is strong technical skills. A good software tester must have strong technical skills because these include high level of proficiency in tools like Microsoft Office, OpenOffice, etc., testing tools like QDB, Load Runner, etc., and of course, deep understand of application under test. A good software tester must have a good verbal and written communication skills. Testing at times could be a demanding job, especially during the release of code. A software tester must efficiently manage workload, have high productivity, exhibit optimal time management, and organization skills. A good software tester, you must have a great attitude. An attitude to test, to break. Detailed orientation, willingness to learn, and suggest process improvements. To become a software tester, what academic background you may have. Academic background of a software tester should be in computer science. A VTech or VE, MCA, BCA, Bachelor of Science Computers will land you a job easily. Career option of software professional. As mentioned above, from being test engineer, one can move to senior test engineer, test lead to test manager, else can become quality assurance lead, quality assurance manager. The options available in the testing tools sites are enormous. There are numbers of functional, performance, security testing tools beside test management tools like Quality Center from HP, CQTM from IBM, and etc. The demand for nickel skills like SOA testers. Sample salary of being a software tester. The salary of software tester in India is 310,575 Rs per year, and in United States is 55,334.